Welcome everybody. Just going to wait for you all to take your seats and join us today on this, it's not a bad day here in the UK, but it's far nicer in Puerto Vallarta. You can already see the sea. That's a genuine image of the sea. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. It's tempting us. We just want to pack our bags and get there as soon as we can. And that's what this webinar is all about. I'll be introducing the panelists very soon, just waiting for everybody really to join us and so we can then make a start. So, yeah, very happy to have everybody here today. So enjoy the splashes of the sea that you can see. And that's at the actual wonderful Marriott Hotels and Resorts out in Puerto Vallarta, which is of course in Mexico. Beautiful, beautiful country. And we will see just how beautiful this country is very soon, because I will run a very short video before we start. Right, okay, so nearly ready to start. Okay, so welcome everybody today to our Destination Unlock webinar, which is saying pack your bags to Puerto Vallarta. And before we begin, I'm going to play a very short video of the destination so you can see what we're all missing, and then we'll come back, I'll introduce the panel, and then we'll get going with how we're going to welcome international travel to Puerto Vallarta. So just one moment.
Never imagined I could miss a place that much. Today that I'm in front of this wondrous sight, filling my eyes with vibrant colors, being embraced by warmth and friendliness, tasting every flavor, and meeting incredible people. All this makes me revive the paradise I was longing for. And I feel complete. As I live the excitement of embarking on a thrilling adventure, my soul feels alive again. Life cannot be stopped as long as that which inspires me keeps beating. Revive your desire to travel. Puerto Vallarta.
Your desire to travel indeed, and nothing should stop us from it. Although there's a little bit of a bug out there that's trying to. So first of all, I would like to warmly welcome Ignacio Isa. First of all, do forgive my pronunciation of everybody's names. I'll try my best. Ignacio Isa is the Director of Strategy and Corporate Development for the US at Aeromexico. And Ignacio started his career actually at British Airways, where he worked in revenue management for 5 years before moving to the US to lead the corporate sales team. He joined Aeromexico in 2016 and has been leading their commercial efforts in the East Coast. Ignacio is based in New York and has a strong focus in developing the joint venture with Delta, which is interesting. He has a passion for driving change and obsession for corporate culture. Ignacio is a customer-focused brand advocate recognized for inspiring teams whilst bridging company goals against targets. So hello, Ignacio. Do a little wave. There we are.
Good afternoon, good morning for me.
Yes, good morning for you, all the way from New York today, isn't it? And now over to Spain. we'd like to welcome Nieves Rodriguez. She is the Regional Director, Regional Sales Director for UK and Ireland, again at Aeromexico. And Nieves has worked at Aeromexico for the last 6 years. And prior to that, she worked at American Airlines for 25 years. Well, we wouldn't have guessed it's as long as that. She therefore has many years, but I'm not going to say how many years, experience focusing on global sales and marketing, strategic alliances, business development, customer services, operations, finance, and HR. And Nieves has led teams through turbulent times such as the Gulf War, September the 11th, SARS, the ash cloud, and successfully led the implementation of various partnerships such as the Iberia British Airways JAL Finnair partnership and the American Joint Venture Partnership and the American and US Airways merger. So that's really interesting. Lots of experience there. And now you're adding pandemic to your badges.
Exactly.
should get a badge each time, really, shouldn't you, really? Absolutely.
Pleasure to be here with all of you.
Absolutely, welcome. And Elvira Moncayo is the PR and promotions manager of Visit Puerto Vallarta. And Elvira has worked for Visit Puerto Vallarta for nearly 6 years, and she's responsible for the planning and execution of trade shows, seminars, webinars, and fairs dedicated to tourism for both trade and consumer audiences. And prior to that, she worked for worked in fashion PR and even TV as well, didn't you? So there we are.
Yeah.
Welcome. And you're all the way from Puerto Vallarta, aren't you? We're speaking to you in Puerto Vallarta today? Yes, absolutely.
Yes, I'm way from our beautiful downtown Puerto Vallarta today.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. And now finally, I'd like to welcome Elsa Perez. She is the Director of Sales and Marketing at the Marriott Puerto Vallarta Resort and Spa. And Elsa has been working for the Marriott Hotels and Resorts for an impressive 26 years, beginning in event management and working her way all up to sales and marketing and events director. So Elsa, I'm not sure if you're going to show your camera. There she is. And she's right by the amazing beach. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? Right. So in true sort of destination unlock style, we're going to start with the aviation experience, all the way flying, getting to the destination, and finally getting to the hotel with a nice lovely tour of the hotel as well. But there's nothing like, they say, a picture tells 1,000 words. So we're going to start with a short video of the safety protocols that Aeromexico has put in place. And it's a very interesting video to watch. And again, it's a very short one. So please excuse me while we run this video.
At Aeromexico, there is a new way to travel. That is why we have created a new health and sanitization management system to take care of you and all of us. We conduct medical evaluations on all cruise and airport teams. We provide protective equipment. We align protocols with suppliers and authorities. We have antibacterial gel in all of our facilities. And we constantly sanitize all our equipment. All of our customers have their temperature scanned. And we conduct interviews with all our passengers. We have implemented a single boarding line. And we are constantly announcing preventive measures. At the apron, we are also safe. On board, we fully sanitize our cabin using an extensive sanitization process. We provide antibacterial gel on all of our flights. Snacks and beverages are individually packaged. All of our onboard items are delivered, sealed, and sanitized. Our crew uses protective equipment, and we announce our preventive measures on board. All of our aircraft have HEPA filters that eliminate 99.99% of viruses and bacteria. Your safety is our top priority.
Right. Right, I hope you enjoyed that. That was certainly very thorough. I mean, I must say, the world is going to be such a cleaner place altogether, I think, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, is it?
Yeah.
So we're going to look at the journey moving forward, as I mentioned, but do bear in mind that, of course, this is everything that we know at this moment, that the way things are going in all the different countries, things are subject to change, different announcements happen, you know, often weekly and sometimes daily and sometimes, you know, later, but ultimately things can change. So this is how we see things as of today moving forward. Do make sure that you pop anything in the chat that you'd like to know about Puerto Vallarta. Elvira will be managing the chat for a while, and obviously any questions that you have as well in there, we'll try and cover as much as we can, either via the chat or certainly to the panel. Right, so Nieves, so let's tell us about how operations have been going since the pandemic for Aeromexico.
Yeah. No, thank you for showing the video. I think we will share it as well, because I think there are some comments from people that are having issues with the video, but we will make sure we share with everyone that attended.
Yes.
It's been challenging. I mean, you mentioned that I've been, you know, going through all different crises during my career path, but I have to say, like, I think like everyone else that I've been in the industry for so many years, I think this is quite unique. But having worked in different airlines, I have to admit that Aeromexico was very proactive, implementing all these measures from the beginning. And since, you know, the first few months, the first couple of months, we actually implemented what we call a health and sanitization management system that actually, in collaboration with external parties, with advisory committee made up of government experts and epidemiologists,
Right.
We put all these procedures in place to make sure that we were following, you know, all the procedures and safety manner for all our customers. I mean, I have to say that we are very proud that Aeromexico never stopped flying. I think the minimum we were flying is a capacity of 10%, but actually next month we are going to go up to 70%. And you know, yeah, last week from our colleagues in Mexico, they are here today. It was the bank holiday, and we were operating 5 Dreamliners from Cancun to Mexico. They were packed. So things in Mexico, they're pretty much back to business. You know, people are traveling, and you know, in October we are going to be almost up to our 17 domestic and international flights, which is very, very excited. But as I said, since the beginning, we put all these measures in place, and we are going to take you very high level, because, you know, we understand that you hear that from other airlines, but we are going to take you at a very high level of what we have implemented at the airport and on board and upon arrival. So you have seen it in the video, you have listened to it. So all our clients, and they need to wear a face mask in all our flights. And also obviously our customer service staff, they are wearing both, actually both the mask and the face shield. All the counters, when you get to the airport, you will see them with plexiglass. I'm talking about UK, in Europe, and globally. So they have plexiglass protectors, and you will see hand sanitizers for both our customers and for obviously for our employees and crew. And we follow the safety signage as well to make sure that, you know, people that are following the social distancing rules in each of the countries. So we work very closely with the airport authorities as well. And since the beginning, we also implemented one line, a single line to maintain the social distancing. So when customers are boarding, they really need to, they are not close to each other, so there's only one line. And we also have hand sanitizers after the checkpoints again. And regarding the boarding experience, the customers' boarding passes and IDs are not touched, so it's a touchless environment. Let's put it this way, just to make sure we don't have that content. And we also have a constant sanitation for our check-in counters, our boarding gates, our wheelchairs. Absolutely everything is an ongoing sanitization procedures, and also for the baggage, because a lot of people, they ask about luggage. So the baggage carousels, they're also sanitized, before customers, they actually claim their luggage. So as you can imagine, there's a huge deployment from the airlines and from the airport just to make sure we try that, we go back to the new normal as soon as possible. So that would be the process for the check-in and the gate, and also for the VIP lounges. The VIP lounges, they were, not only Aeromexico, but at the airport they were closed. Now Aeromexico, we started opening our VIP lounges back in July already. So wow, so that's a good sign as well. But we also implemented those measures at the VIP lounge. So things like, again, constant and expensive sanitization of all the products, hand sanitizer at the check-in when the customer enters the lounge, and also, in every table. Again, the touch-less experience. So, we don't need to touch the boarding pass. We don't need to touch the Premier card for customers. And again, the staff at the VIP lounge, both at the counter and inside, they are wearing face masks and also the face shield to protect, as well as, we have signage all around the VIP lounge to make sure people maintain the social distance. So very thorough, cleanliness procedures, both in coordination with all the airport authorities around the globe at the different airports, as well with our ground handling companies. We have been, working very closely from the beginning. I have to say again that this health and sanitization management committee has been of great help, just to make sure we could come back to normal. We are in the process of doing that as soon as possible, and to make sure that the customers they can fly in a safety manner. But Nacho is going to explain a little bit more about the onboard experience, because that has been a huge development there as well.
Okay, so Ignacio, tell us what the US perspective and also the in-flight experience.
Thank you, Nieves, and thank you, Julia. Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, first of all, I'd say, and as Nieves goes through all these like points and everything we've done, and this has been for us that we're the airline industry, that our job is to carry people from one side to the other. It's been a complete reshape of the way we do the business, right? Everything we did now is done differently. There's this high consideration for sanitization and just making sure that our passengers feel comfortable. In the past, safety was only safety in the plane, right? Making sure that we're a safe airline. Now safety is such a different thing and different perspective. So everything we've done, and that goes like with every touch point that we have with the customer, from check-in to when people like land and get out of the planes, considers that. So when you get into the plane, obviously after all those measures, and you've seen some of the cleaning that it's going in the video, so I'm not going to bore you with like the technical details of the cleaning, but obviously when people come in, they've been boarding by groups, they have the access to the gel sanitization, making sure that people are clean. Everyone is masks are mandatory inside the plane as well, and then everything from the packaging of the food to the way people deplane, and we ask, there's a lot more communication from our staff and from the crew to make sure that people stay seated, that we only board, that we board first, like the first. It's not, we're trying to avoid the usual everyone stands up as as the beep from the seatbelt is heard, and we're making sure that people are following the protocol. Our staff are checked, so every staff goes through temperature checks too, and make sure that they don't have any fear. And obviously, in the exceptional case that we had a COVID case inside the plane, or we felt that someone is not feeling good, we have a protocol too to make sure that we protect our passengers. So that's some of the things that we do.
Do you have to change your mask? So if the flight is over 4 hours, are people bringing their own masks and need to bring 2 if it's 8 hours, for example?
I don't think that's the case, Nieves. Am I?
For well, that's depending on the mask they are wearing. And you know, there are some masks that are good for 4 hours. There are others that is good for 12 hours.
Longer.
But we have, yeah, but exactly. We also have extra mask, like in every, you know, any pub that you go, any shop. Nowadays, I think everyone has extra mask just in case anyone needs them. So, but it really depends on the type of mask customers are wearing. Okay. But in our case, that's why as well, the crew has extra mask, and that's why as well they have both, you know, for extra protection, their face mask and their face shields.
Yeah. Okay.
So the you know, and then obviously we've changed our whole like food process. So we work with our suppliers to make sure that the food is packaged separately, that it hasn't been touched. So it's a bit of a different experience in that sense. But I think this is what customers are asking for now. I think it's all about confidence, and I think that's something that we've seen bit by bit that people are starting to be a bit more comfortable also with like not a lot of like not reported like cases infections in planes. So that's where we're here to like just give confidence to our agents and then the agents to the final customer. So any I think this gives a little bit of an overview of the onboard process and and the our procedures. But any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Absolutely. So the routes from the US, do you want to explain how many routes you have coming into Puerto Vallarta from where?
Yeah, and that's as Nieves was saying earlier, I think May or April, May was where we really like go to the bottom of our schedule. So we got to a point where we're almost like only operating 10%.
Wow.
The US is actually one of the international destinations where we have more capacity. So now between us and our partners at Delta, where we basically have a joint venture in the in the flights from the US to Mexico, we have almost 30 routes. So and we're seeing a lot of interest in people going to the beaches. So Puerto Vallarta is a destination that is really showing recovery, Cancun showing, Los Cabos. So interesting, it feels like people seem to be afraid to travel again for business, but people are really eager to go to the beach.
To the beach, yeah, absolutely. A beach always calls you.
Yeah, exactly. People are not that afraid when they have to get in a plane to go somewhere beautiful like Puerto Vallarta. So we're seeing that, and as Nieves was saying, in Mexico is like almost 70% capacity, and also some of those flights are performing well. So slow recovery towards normality or the new normality. A lot of options from the US, a lot of flights to beaches, a lot of flights to Mexico City. So we're in the US to Mexico, we're almost at like 70% of what we used to operate.
Okay.
So it's it's slowly getting
stronger.
Better.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it needs to go this way. It needs to carry on taking off.
We got to a point where we could only go up. So
planes must go up and come down safely. And the routes also from Europe, Nieves, just to sort of end on that one as well.
Yes, I mean, from Europe, I think it's a very positive story. Currently, we are flying daily already to Mexico, and we're flying 4 times a week from Paris, and potentially increasing to 5 in October, in the month of October. Amsterdam, we also have 3 flights, and London. As you know, it really depends on the quarantine.
Yes.
So fingers crossed, and so if we implement the test upon arrival, we will be hopefully flight quite soon. And the good thing is that we are ready, because we already increased the domestic network. We have, from any of our European gateways, we have 3 daily flights that connect Puerto Vallarta. So any customer from Europe, actually, they can, and all our flights, there are night flights, so they can leave at 10, 11 at night and connect in Mexico City for a couple of hours, very smooth connection, and 9 o'clock in the morning, they're in beautiful Puerto Vallarta. So that's what is beautiful about the night flights. You actually travel while you're sleeping, and you wake up in the paradise. So they have 3 daily connections to Puerto Vallarta. So this is very, very good destination to fly from anywhere in Europe.
Yes, absolutely fabulous. Well, I think we should watch a very short video on how beautiful it is to fly Aeromexico all the way to Puerto Vallarta. Oh, beautiful
Beautiful.
birds, aren't they, flying in the sky? Oh, all the way to paradise. So let's go all the way to Elvira, and you can describe your lovely Puerto Vallarta paradise there. And how do we leave? How do we leave the airport now? We've got to the airport, and which way? You know, in terms of the kind of taxi, buses, masks on, mask off. What's the situation there?
Hello again, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity, Julie. It's an honor to be with you. And yes, as Ignacio said, that there is a big tendency of choosing a place like the beach for future travelers, because definitely they want to go to a place where they will find wide open spaces and they will reconnect with nature. And we have it all here in Puerto Vallarta, fortunately. And once you come to the airport, I will say we have all the strict protocols that Nieves already mentioned, as in every single airport in the world. And it's important to say that in Puerto Vallarta, we as a state just work very hard to achieve the Safe Travel certification by the World Travel and Tourism Council. So the airport, our international airport, also has that certification individually. So that's important to have that in mind, because you not only will find all these measurements once you come here, like you will be checked the temperature upon arrival, and we have a doctor and a nurse waiting for the passengers in order to fill out a medical questionnaire in order to see how your health status is, and to be we as a destination more comfortable with the visitors that are coming into Puerto Vallarta. So that's important also to mention that we have all the floor marks and all around the airport. They have displaced many antibacterial and sanitizer dispensers to make it practice for visitors as well, so they will feel comfortable. They even have placed some infrared thermometers in order to check out and point out those visitors that may have a temperature higher than 33.7 degrees. I am talking about Celsius, but if it's higher than 100.5 Fahrenheit, we will need to follow another protocol, because they won't be allowed to enter to Puerto Vallarta. So this is a very rare case. We haven't had any of these cases because, as you know, as Nieves and Ignacio mentioned already, they will pass through many protocols and filters in order to come to Puerto Vallarta. So we believe that won't happen when you come here. And well, after that, you have to maintain social distancing, of course, at least 2 meters from one party and the other, or one in case you're coming and in a group. And of course, your luggage, the luggage area, you have to maintain also that distancing in order to optimize the flow of visitors inside the airport and outside once you go outside as well. Everyone inside as well is wearing their protection, not only the face mask, also the face shield as well. And once you go out, you have so many options. You not only have your DMC that maybe you will arrange previously with. We have like the traditional taxis that they also have their strict and own protocols that they will implement with our visitors as well. We have the public transportation that is following some rules as well. Remember that we not only follow these new protocols from the World Travel and Tourism Council, we also have to adhere to those protocols that are mandated by our local authorities. I said municipal, the state, and our federal government as well. So currently, Puerto Vallarta is on the orange alert. However, our hotels are operating at 50% capacity, and cafes, restaurants, and many other services that part of the tourism chain have been operated with restrictions in terms of capacity. So when you come, you have not only, well, I forgot to mention that we have also Ubers available here. It is not available or allowed them to pick you up at the airport. You have to cross a pedestrian bridge in order to get to the pickup point. And also, well, they are sanitizing your luggage, and like in terms of DMCs or tour operators, they are wearing their protection as well. They will facilitate all visitors the use of hand sanitizer in case you don't get the chance to wash your hands with soap. And well, they will make your experience after the airport very smooth to get to any of the hotel zones that we have in Puerto Vallarta. And the most important thing, and one of the greatest advantages we have as a destination, Julia, is that no matter what part of the world you are visiting us, the transfers between airport to any of our hotel zones, it's in a matter of 5 to 30 minutes, the farthest.
Oh, wow, that is good.
How that is.
Yeah, get there really quickly.
Yes,
Fabulous.
they want to spend longer time in between transfers.
Mm-hmm.
It will be very easy and friendly for everyone. Remember, we are coming into one of the friendliest cities in the world, said by Condé Nast Traveler. So we will make your experience very, very easy, because we put all the safety elements to make you feel comfortable, make you feel confident, and you just have to follow some rules in order to enjoy also your vacation in this new normality.
Yes, I think everyone's getting used to sort of following rules and having to do things and put masks on, and eventually, as weird as it was at first, it will just become sort of habit, I suppose, and that's just what you do. So what about restaurants and attractions? Are they all open as well, and what's the protocols there?
Yes, fortunately, yes. We restarted all the tourism economic activation on June 15th, and from then on, we've been like reopening gradually many services in Puerto Vallarta. The first ones that reopened, of course, were the tours. We are also, as a beach destination, something that characterizes us as a unique experience is that we can offer you like around up to 50 activities to try for adventure, recreational activities, ecotourism, cultural experiences like the food walking tours, the art walking tour we have in town. So all of these tour operators are allowed to operate already with some restrictions as well. They are accepting some very small groups to optimize as well the flow of visitors, and of course to maintain the social distancing. So I would say they are also operating at 50% capacity. In terms of restaurants, of course, we have currently running a festival called Restaurant Week. We have up to 1,500 restaurants in town, not only like to try Mexican, like the traditional Mexican cuisine, also like international one. We have so many people that have decided to have a second home in Puerto Vallarta, so that make it also very a safe place for travelers from around the world. We have been considered one of the safest cities in Mexico for many years, and I believe we have been keeping that recognition through the years. And our hospitality is exceptional. You will find so many, we say that we not only receive visitors, we embrace them, we make them feel part of our home, because our town, as you can see on my background, is very local. This is what makes us special as a destination in Mexico. Puerto Vallarta wasn't meant to be a touristic development as other broader destinations in Mexico. We just grew up organically, and we keep our charm as a Mexican town. So you will feel in the real Mexico. You will try our cuisine, our people, our shopping. So yes, I think this is what makes us very special. And also in terms of our nightlife, because that's another great strength we have. It's already happening and it's rebounding in place. Like 15 days ago, we restarted some of the nightlife activities in Puerto Vallarta, such as bars and discotheques. So people that come are able to go. Also, they have restrictions. They are allowing 50% capacity until 2 a.m. So, and there are some alcohol restrictions as well. to prevent from any inconvenient. And well, anytime you come to visit either the restaurant, cafe, or any other kind of establishment in Puerto Vallarta, they will have placed a sanitized carpet at the main entrance to prevent from any bacteria, viruses, or pathogens that you may bring into the place.
Oh, it's very clever.
Yes. So they will check up your temperature as well.
Yeah.
And they will provide the hand sanitizer all the time.
Great. Great. Well, I can see that you're putting in many measures to try and control the virus and try and keep people as safe as it's possible to be. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still running around out there. People are still catching it, but you know, if you can put as many safety protocols in place as you can, then you know, on we go. We need to continue to live our lives. So now we need to move on to the most beautiful hotel right by the beach, the Marriott Hotels and Resorts. And Elsa Perez, she's going to literally give us a tour, which is a treat today. I'm looking forward to this. So Elsa, over to you.
Thank you, Julia, and thank you all for allowing us to walk into your home or offices, depending on where you are.
Yeah.
I have to say, bienvenidos to the most Mexican beach destination in Mexico. For us, it's the Ural. And as you know, because we're a Marriott company that actually cares, we wear it because we care. So throughout the tour, you're going to be seeing that everybody's going to be wearing their mask, just like I am shortly.
Okay.
I do wanna say that, as Elvira has mentioned, this amazing destination has been an award winner, not only for the charm of having these beautiful mountains, an amazing ocean that is actually visited throughout the year, but what we call privileged amazing animals, which are currently we have the turtles. Then we have the dolphins and the whales. So if you can picture yourself out on a boat, just taking it easy, enjoying the beautiful sunny day, and all of a sudden here you're encountering with them live. So I want to say bienvenidos to the Marriott Puerto Vallarta Resort and Spa. We have a total of 433 just recently renovated rooms. On the past 2 years, the property has put a lot of money into making sure that not only we feel good, but we look good. This year, we're celebrating our 30th anniversary this upcoming month. But as you tour the property, you're gonna see that it's just incredible, and it's already here welcoming you, ready to welcome you. So before I keep going, because I can be chatting for more than an hour and Julia's not gonna like that, I want to introduce the rest of our team so you can actually, more than me talking about it, you can see how this team has been doing an amazing job implementing all of the Marriott International Promise, which is our commitment to clean. We want you to be safe as you're here, but most important, we want you to have fun when you're here at the Marriott Puerto Vallarta. So let's start. Jorge, where are you?
Welcome to Marriott Puerto Vallarta. Just 5 minutes away from Puerto Vallarta International Airport. That is where we're located, so an easy ride. And once you're here, as Elsa was saying, our commitment to clean promise, we required all our guests to pass through our sanitizing process or filter, which is applying hand sanitizer to all our guests. We have our sanitizing carpet, and of course, we need to check again your temperature. And all our, muchas gracias. Our bellmen, actually, they also sanitize all the luggage before sending them to the room. So everything will be clean and proper for you. At the moment you take your first steps in Marriott Puerto Vallarta with our renovation, all the hotel is a renovated property. You can get the instant feeling about being in the Pacific Ocean. That sea breeze, the beautiful Puerto Vallarta mountains, and all our renovation will get you relaxed instantly. Now, let's do your check-in, guys. Let's go to the front desk to start this tour.
Welcome again. My name is Sonia Marta Gudiño. I'm your tour and travel sales manager. Please allow me to show you our lobby and front desk area that allow us to provide a pleasant welcome with the same warmth and hospitality that we have done always. Sanitary dispensers will be found throughout the hotel with focus in high traffic areas. Floor decals, signatures, we all remind guests about our physical distance requirements, and also will be found throughout the hotel. All our associates will wear a face covering as part of their uniform, and also our desks will have a physical barrier as they do at the front desk counters. Also, you will find your welcome letter and menus available through a QR code. Low-touch solutions and contactless technologies are available and they include mobile check-in, mobile key, mobile chat, and guest requests through our Marriott Bonvoy app. And just in front of this area, we will find ceviche and tequila bar. In this restaurant that is open for lunch and dinner, you will find more than 120 tequila brands, 12 kinds of draft beer, and inclusive outdoor cocktails, and a great variety of ceviche. This restaurant is the perfect place to get a taste of the true Puerto Vallarta. Welcome to Puerto Vallarta. Let's go to the rooms with Patty.
Hello, hello. How are you today? Well, I am Patricia Orozco, Senior Sales Manager, and glad to present our renovated rooms. This is a comfortable, fresh room. It's inspired in the beautiful landscape of blue agave fields. Well, the land of the national drink in Mexico, the tequila. Sí, señor. Important to mention that all our hotel areas apply more than 200 protocols of the Marriott commitment to clean. As an example, our housekeeping do a great job. Also adding, well, sanitizing wipes, and also using plastic rag to cover the phone, TV remote control, and providing everything that you need. Well, let me tell you that also we have smart TVs, and also we have internet high speed fiber optic as well. We have comfortable and ample bathrooms as well with separate showers like this one. Well, also we have full amenities in our bathrooms. Right now I'm in a connecting room, well, with 2 double beds like this one. I can tell you 433 rooms, each one with private balconies overlooking beautiful gardens and also to the ocean, like this one. See this beautiful.
Oh, I think we might have lost signal just a little bit there. But what a wonderful place to lose signal, right on the ocean. If you're going to lose signal, that's where you want to lose it. So I'm sure they'll be back. Or Elsie, can you tell us, is there more to see on the tour?
Absolutely, Julie.
Okay.
And from the room, we're actually going to head up to Champions, one of our restaurants. Diana, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just at the Champions Sport Bar. Thank you to visit us. So here in Champions Bar, we have the highest definition video wall. Let me just get a little bit just to check this.
Oh,
no, you're welcome. So our relaxed motor feature, you will see that we have 65 inches high definition screens. So you will find here also the high-view menus, because in here in this restaurant you never miss the wings, burgers, and beers. So let's go with Jorge.
After that great look at Champions Restaurant, one of my personal favorites, let's go to our beachfront restaurant. And of course, once you are here in Puerto Vallarta, you cannot go without trying one of our famous coconuts. We have our own coconut station. You have to take a picture with one of them. So Casitas Restaurant, it's the beachfront restaurant. The view is breathtaking. Again, the Puerto Vallarta Bay, one of the most beautiful bays in the world. And here you can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and seafood, some steaks. You know, it's the beachfront restaurant, perfect for breakfast. And how about one of our famous mimosas in the mornings? And for you guys, why not a glass of sparkling wine? Mm-hmm. Let's keep going with this tour, and I hope to see you very soon in this beautiful restaurant.
Absolutely.
Hi, good afternoon there. I am at the Herba Garden, and I don't know if you, but me, I'm longing for a fresh dinner outside. And here you can find this amazing table made with parota. It's our local wood. And actually here in this is Herba Garden, our chefs collect, you know, their own spices. And maybe you know one of these. Careful with this little one because could be like really, really spicy for your food. Mm-hmm. And you know, we are surrounded by nature. Here you can enjoy two marvelous dinners that we are signature for us. You see, these are a wonderful menu. One is our Dine Around Mexico that features 6 states of our beloved country. And the other one is Jalisco at Your Table. Jalisco at Your Table is a culinary travel to our heritage, and it's inspired by our own family recipes of the chefs, and it's made with local ingredients of local farmers. So we continue during the tour and enjoy the view. When are you coming here at night? From November to March is the perfect setting for dining outside.
Perfect.
Thank you, Cristina. Thank you, Cristina. So we are here at Mikado Restaurant. In all the restaurants, you can find the protocols are also at the entrance, if you can see here. So Mikado Restaurant is a Japanese restaurant that you can find also the social distancing everywhere. Mikado Restaurant presents a dining experience that you can pass up. Also, we have our traditional sushi bar here. And our teppanyaki area. Our teppanyaki area offers a dining experience that you can miss up. As you can see here, simply freshly prepared sushi here again. And please welcome again, and let's go with Elsa.
Okay, so you've seen some of our rooms, and of course, whenever you are ready to travel, we'll be ready to welcome you. And as Ignacio mentioned before, it's much easier to travel currently for pleasure, but we know that some of you are also into the MICE business. So we wanted to show you this beautiful foyer that actually also works as a perfect area for a private check-in. And of course, our meeting area, which is very near to the lobby. As you can see, our property is very compact, yet again, it fits 433 rooms. So again, all of the protocols that you've seen, like the mats, and of course, the gel dispensers. And we know that when it's time to work, we want to make sure that we keep that social distancing. So here's the section of our ballroom. This is just half of it. And as you can see, we have ample of space in between the chairs, also ample corridors for people to be able to walk around. And I can keep on going and going of what this incredible team does, as it has been challenged, and thanks to the feedback that meeting planners has given us for the past 2 years, has actually been named #1, not only for Mexico and the Caribbean, but also within the States and Canada, which means the whole America's continent within Marriott Resorts. So when you are here, make sure that you tell us what your customers are looking for. Keep in mind that all this area has been sanitized before we came in. And when you're ready to book your meeting rooms, we need to arrange at least a break every 2 hours, because The chairs will be sanitized with some of special equipment that we have. And if you have coffee break or any type of meals that will be individually packed, all of that has to be changed. And of course, we need to allow our team to wash their hands as they're supposed to every 2 hours. So we'll keep touring the property. Again, we're here to welcome you both for leisure and any group business that you may have for us. So Mireya, you want to show us where you are?
Of course, we're almost done with this virtual tour, and we cannot leave without seeing this beautiful pool, which has been recently renovated. As you can see, we are surrounded by this amazing mountains that is the Sierra Madre Occidental, and that's one of the most important, beautiful things about this destination, that you get to see the mountains while you are enjoying the beach and the sea, and of course having a great time. So, well, here we have 2 restaurants and bars, and one of them is the Nosh that is right in front of me, and I want to share with you. We serve here some like appetizers, ceviches, and all that kind of food that you might feel like eating while you are, of course, at the pool having a great time. And the second one is Las Casitas that is over there, and that Jorge already gave us the tour in that restaurant. So this is it. And now to finish our relaxation, we're going to see our beautiful spa. Are you there, Christy?
Yes, I'm here again. I'm Christina, the Public Relations Manager, and I am this marvelous Otley Spa that is right now closed by regulations, the law regulations, but it's inspired in our local culture, the Huicholes. The Huichol people make this an amazing handcraft. You can see these little beds over there, and there we have our fitness room. And here you can find the 12 cabins and the most exclusive Jansi pool. Otley means journey, so we invite you to start your journey to wellness here at Otley Spa. See you soon.
Okay, Elsa, I think you've concluded. Oh, not quite. Really?
Almost there. I just want to briefly show you this amazing location, which is our main garden. And this garden actually goes all the way to the front of the ocean. It fits 1,400 people on regular basis, yet on current social distancing, we can fit, of course, 700 people. Our beach, as you saw earlier, is pretty ample. This is a resort that actually offers plated dinners in the beach. So keep that in mind whenever you have your groups thinking about an amazing destination like ours. 3 things I just want to talk about. Our commitment to clean promise, flexibility, and keep in mind that this is a hybrid hotel. So either you're looking for an EP hotel, a breakfast on bed, or the all-inclusive package, we have it available both for leisure and groups. And just to tease you a little bit to come and visit us soon, take a look at our amazing promotions that we currently have, both for pleasure and leisure. And we know that some of you may be looking for spots to work away from home, but still be connected. So we have a work from anywhere package with a minimum of 10 nights that is just impressive for you to enjoy. Looking forward to welcoming you soon. Thank you, Julia.
Well, thank you very much, Elsa. I think that was, that's worth a clap, isn't it? We would clap normally if you're in a seminar. I think what's really good is that you can really see exactly around the hotel, rather than just talking through all your different, COVID protocols and how things might have changed. We actually can really see the whole hotel and resort in its glory, and it's just looking shining and new and really lovely. So you've done a great job, and you've thought it all through really well. So fabulous to see. Right, well, we have come up to an hour, so I think we've sort of slid past a little bit more than what we were thinking we were going to achieve today. So if there's any last minute questions that anyone has, now's the time to ask, and pop it into the chat or pop it into the Q&A. I know that some people have been commenting on how beautiful Puerto Vallarta is. Somebody said that there's thunder and lightning and rain where they are, and so she wishes she was there right now. Well, I'm sure we all do. I feel like I've gone there. I feel like I've flown Aeromexico, landed, and gone to this beautiful Puerto Vallarta. So I'm sure we will all go soon, and certainly we'll be sending lots of travelers there, which is the main point. And so it's good to know the seasons November to March is the best weather, and so prime booking time, really, isn't it, to get a last minute holiday, a bit of winter sun for the UK people, if they can go. And yeah, so I think we don't have any questions as such. So you've stunned everybody. I think it's been very comprehensive. You've explained a lot. As Nieves said, we're going to send a presentation, the videos again, and the information that you might need. I'll send contact details as well if you want to contact people directly, so that you can ask any more detailed or further questions if you need to. Do remember that Aeromexico and Puerto Vallarta do have courses on OTT. So if you want some deeper information about the resorts or about the airline and its routes and planes, then do make sure that you go onto OTT. And we also have them listed under our new OTT directory. And we'll make sure that we get Marriott Hotels listed as well. We don't have it listed just yet, but I'll definitely talk to Elsa and get that listed onto OTT as soon as we can. So you've got some contact details and information there. And we'll send a recording through to everyone, and you can share it with all of your colleagues who've missed it and couldn't join us today for whatever reason. So there's lots of people thanking us, so thank you very much for thanking us, and thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. And I want to thank Nieves, Elvira, Ignacio and Elsa, and all of the team at Marriott Hotels as well that joined in to give us that wonderful tour. I want to thank you all for your time today and all your different time zones. You know, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. and actually, it's goodbye from OTT from our new studio. Some of you might have realised I'm in a different place. This is the beginning event. It's not quite there yet, but it's certainly beginnings of our new studio. So there we are. So thank you very much. And it just remains for me to say goodbye from OTT. And goodbye to everybody there.
Lovely. Thank you very much, everyone.
Hope to see you soon here. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Bye.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.